Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into JEC Stories. I'm your host, Sohan Bendre, and also the National Director of Marketing for the Junior Economic Club. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Junior Economic Club, also called JEC, we are an entirely student-led nonprofit organization building the next generation of future leaders and problem solvers in business, economics, finance, entrepreneurship, and more. Our club takes a three-faceted approach to fulfill our mission. We have forums where members can meet each other, listen to keynote speakers, and engage with a panel of professionals. Seminars, which are weekly hour-long events where members hear from distinguished speakers across career disciplines. And then initiatives, which include internships, volunteer opportunities, and more that help members better their communities while pursuing their interests. And while we could talk for a long while about JEC's offerings, we're here today to share our individual member stories and to give you prospective members a better idea of what JEC is all about. If you'd like to learn more about the club in a broader sense, you can visit our website, and I'll put the link to the website in the video description. So today I'm here with Saanika, and Saanika, could you briefly introduce yourself, please?
Yeah. So hi, my name is Saanika Dutta. I'm a freshman. I'm in the GEC chapter that's based in Chicago, and I just started GEC like September of last year.
Cool, thank you. And to start, I'd just like to have you think back to the moment you were initially introduced to JEC. And I'm wondering, maybe what motivated you to join our community?
Well, I think my main motivation was when my friends said like she was in it, and it just sounded really cool. And I went on the website, and I think my main inspiration was seeing how much like all of the students in it were really dedicated, and all the passion that the students in it had for like many topics I was interested in, like business and economics and finance. And then also just seeing that so many like business leaders were taking time out to talk to high school students, and high school students were able to have like discussions with all of these like big leaders, and we're just able to learn so much. So just seeing all of that and seeing all of the programs and initiatives and all that GEC was a part of. There was this one where it was like tutoring children from like underdeveloped communities and stuff like that. And those kind of initiatives further just founded my interest for GEC.
Yeah, for sure. And for those of you that don't know, the initiative she's talking about is High Returns, which is one of JEC's main community outreach initiatives, where we like develop financial literacy programs and teach them in schools around the Chicago area, middle schools. Um, and before we talk more about kind of the involvement you've had within JEC, I was wondering if you had any advice for maybe prospective members who might be going through the application process right now or in the future.
Yeah, for sure. I think that my main advice was when I was applying, I was like really nervous and about it. And like I've talked to some people at forums and all, and everyone was quite nervous. And I think just don't be too nervous about it, and just really try to be yourself. Like don't try to be someone who you're not, which can be scary in those types of situations. But just really try to be like stern about like who you are, and like don't like make up stuff. Just be stern on like who you are and things that you have done, and like why you are actually interested in like business, economics, finance, or something like that.
Yeah, and I would totally agree that you should definitely be yourself and show us who you truly are and what your interests are because JAC is a very interdisciplinary club, I would say. So there's a wide range of opportunities for everyone. So thank you for that. And then now kind of getting into the experiences that you've had. Maybe can you tell us about the most meaningful experience you've had across your JAC membership?
Yeah, for sure. So, there are two that come in mind. The first one was in the fall forum, the Chicago Fall Forum, and we had invited like this one of the heads from Northwestern. He used to be the head, and now he's like on the board, and he was really talking about like his how he got his start, and how he was able to bring like his like innovation to medicine. And I've always kind of been interested in like medical technology, so just hearing that really inspired me. And then he kind of took time out later to talk to me about it, and just all of like the everything that he had said to me about medical technology really inspired me and prompted me to like research more about that. And the other one was that we had talked to this female leader from Bank of America. And I just think seeing like a woman hold such a high power, and she even talked about like ways that she was able to like avoid kind of the gender norm at that time, because she started out when there was like a lot of gender inequality in business. And like she gave a lot of useful life advice, like reaching out, social networking, and things like that. So just everything that I learned from that experience with her helped me a lot.
Yeah, thank you. And those both seem like amazing opportunities, and it's really cool how you found the intersection between like different ideas like medicine and then technology, and then also seeing like a business leader that kind of comes to our events that can inspire you to follow your journey as well. And that's something that like we really try to focus on when we like get speakers and try to see how they can like guide our members towards what they might want to do in the future. And then like kind of piggybacking off of that, maybe how has JEC strengthened or established your understanding of industries you might want to pursue in the future? And I know you already maybe touched on that a bit, but
So like I said before, like medical technology, just technology in general, because even though GEC doesn't like clearly specify that they talk about technology, like there's many times where even if you're getting on like a Zoom where it's focused on finance, technology is almost like added into it. So definitely like my passion for technology has been like I've learned a lot and has grown a lot through GEC events. And I'm also very like interested in business and like particularly investing, and definitely a lot of like GC just seminars that they host. I remember there was just one that they got in this like one small hedge fund, and like that hedge fund went through like all of their advice for high schoolers and stuff like that. So things like that just have helped like grow my kind of passion and knowledge about investing in the finance world. So yeah.
okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and for sure, like technology is very, very essential to most of the fields we kind of like focus on as well, like business, finance, economics. You'll see technology everywhere. So yeah, for sure, that's a great takeaway from all the events you've had so far. And then like lastly, is there any other insight you would want to share with members who are currently in JEC or might want to join, like in general, drawing on your experiences or anything you're excited to pursue in the future?
Well, just for members who are like starting out GC, like the first few seminars I went to, I was really scared because like I didn't know anyone, and I just felt like a newcomer. But I definitely think like the biggest thing that helped me, just kind of take more from the experience and kind of establish myself more, was just like asking questions. So like every single event I go to, I try to like ask a question, and I think that that just really helps in general. And just not being like shy and just reaching out to people, because if you just say hi to anyone, they're always gonna have like a nice little conversation with you. So yeah, those are my top two. Like don't be too shy and just always ask questions, and like there's never like a silly question, because whenever you ask a question, the speaker at that event is just going to be really happy that you asked the question in the first place.
Yeah, I think that's an awesome piece of his advice. We always have like Q&A sessions and time for members to get to know each other at events, and that's one of the kind of elements that makes the club such a cool community is that, all these high schoolers from across cities can bond over their shared interests and like the things that speakers are talking about. Thank you, Saanika, for agreeing to and having willingness to share your story with people who might want to join in the future.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
So today with Saanika, we learned about the impact of JEC's High Returns Financial Literacy Program, how JEC events help Saanika further her passion to find the intersections between medicine and technology, and the importance of asking questions at JEC events. Thank you so much for listening. If you found any of this interesting, please check out more information about applying to JEC at the QR code on your screen or at the link in the description. We look forward to seeing you at our next event.